my journey through Christ, I discovered myself and I learned to accept myself for who I am, not to try to conform with what we've learned in society that's acceptable, but to become me, to embrace who I am, to love and accept who I am, and to learn how to walk in stride with the Lord, to learn how to be acceptable and pleasing, learn how to be submissive. We have to learn how to be submissive. We may not want to be submissive, and I know a lot of us, we put on that tough girl mentality when we really are more delicate than we seem, and we have to learn how to be submissive. And so I've learned those. I may not be all the way there yet. I can't lie and say I got it right. I'm running. I'm not running. I'm still probably crawling in that area, but I'm learning. I'm learning. And also with that, we have to learn how to take care of ourselves the best way that we can. And those things that we can't change, to accept those things until you can change it. Or if you can't change it, just love ourselves, because we are all individuals. We are all made in the image of God, and we are all ourselves. Because no matter what, we can only be who we are. No matter what. And so I learned to take care of my hair, and I'm learning still, because I can't say I'm running. I'm still crawling in the hair department, but I'm having fun trying, and I'm learning, and it feels good. It feels real good. And I didn't wear my permed hair out this much. I kept my perm hair under wigs 24/7. I kept my perm hair in braids. I didn't want to fool with it. My perm hair, not my natural hair, constantly, because I didn't want to deal with it. Crochets, that was me. Sew in, that was me. Back in the day, I used to use glue, but no, don't do the glue. Gonna rip your scalp. Just clean off your head. Cause all type of alopecia. Glue, stay away from it. But I've learned my hair, and I wear my natural hair out more than I did my hair when it was permed. And that feels good. That feels real good, to be learning and to be growing and to be accepted, not only in Christ, but with myself and who I am as a person, who I am as an individual, being who I am and who God made me to be, and changing and growing in Him, which is making me so much better, so much mild-mannered, so much calmer. Still have my little outbursts, maybe throw a TT every now and then, but I'm doing it. I'm growing, and it feels so good. It feels so good to be who God made me. Not saying that He didn't make me, just make me with options, because that's all perms are. I mean, there's a big thing. I look at extra hair care videos, and that I thank all you YouTube ladies for all of your inspirational, motivational, all of the knowledge that you have put on YouTube. It is a blessing, because it actually helps me learn to take care of my hair, because where do you start when you don't know which way to go? You have to start somewhere, and that's in anything in life. But I started with, when I finally made up in my mind, I started with research. So I started researching and looking at the different videos, and I thank everyone who put videos about, the importance of water, the importance of moisture, the importance of just being delicate with your hair. I mean, I've learned a lot, and I'm gracious and so thankful to all of the YouTube ladies that helped me. They don't realize how much they helped the sister out. Woo! It's a blessing. It's a blessing. But I'm learning, growing, and continue to grow each day, and being a better person and being me. And that's all any of us can be. We have to be happy with us. So if a perm makes someone happy, then that's what makes them happy. I'm not trying to say, oh, everybody needs to be natural. Maybe it's not for them. I feel like it's for anybody who wants to be natural. No matter who, no matter what hair grade, no matter what physical features, no matter what type, no matter how, whatever category that we can place ourselves in, it's for anyone who wants to embrace who they are. Anybody can go natural. And it's anybody, any color. Anyone who wants to embrace their natural hair texture. Because we all do stuff across the board to our hair. So that's just me in my journey and where I've grown in Christ. And I just wanted to do this video today, just to talk about that and about embracing who we are, and who we are is not our hair. It's just a component of who we are. Just like our eyes, our nose, our mouth, our ear, they're just physical characteristics. They make us who we are, but we are so much more. We actually are the soul, the being that's within the shell. This is just a shell. But to accept ourselves for who we are, to learn to do that, for me, was so liberating, so self-satisfying, so good. It just feels good. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I haven't got cracks, or people haven't made little comments, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie and say that people haven't made their little comments about my hair and, you know, those type of things. But I don't care, because I'm so in love with my hair that I never thought that it was possible. I didn't like my perms. I never thought that it was possible. And I don't like it. I love it. And I want to continue to grow in caring for my hair the best way that I can. I take all the accept all of the help that I can get. I will receive it. But I don't care what anyone else thinks about my hair, because I love it. I love it. And that was something that I didn't think was possible. So I just wanted to take the time to speak about that, and yeah, feels good. Growing in Christ and growing in myself and becoming a better person. Not to say I was such a bad person. I just had a nasty attitude, and I could out-cuss the best cusser. I was a good one. I was a good cusser. Profanity was my middle name. Profanity was my middle name. I was one of those people. And I could be sweet, but you rubbed me the wrong way, and I could be mean. I did have an attitude when I felt defensive, when I felt attacked. My mom always taught me to defend myself. She said, if you aren't going to stand up for you, then who will? Which I still find that to be true, but I learned that there's a way to do everything, a way to say it, a way to do it. There's a way that's a better way. We can say anything that we want to say, but it's how we say it. The tone of our voice can just change the whole meaning of what we have to say, if we're actually saying it to be, you know. For one, I don't just sit around criticizing people for the sake of criticizing them. I don't. If they ask my opinion, I might give them constructive criticism, but I'm not trying to bring nobody down just to build myself up. I'm not one of those type of Bob the Builders. I'm not trying to tear nothing down to rebuild it, because that's not my place. I know God is the creator. He's the builder. I know he is. He's the rock. He's the solid foundation. So I already know that I can only give my opinion, and that's it. But in doing so, in learning to embrace me, I became a better person. And I'm thankful for that. And I'm grateful for who I am today. And it's good. It's rewarding. And no one else has to like me, because I love me, and I know who I am. And to know who you are, thing we do in life, we have to embrace it. Embrace it. Just for gusto. Embrace who we are, and God will do the rest. I'm not saying that it's easy, because sometimes you get knocked down, but it's not about staying down. It's about getting back up, putting that left foot in front of the right foot, and continue to keep it moving, keep it pushing, 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 pushing. And that walk gets a little easier. Discovering who you are is easier. Embracing who you are is easier. It gets easier. And then not caring about what someone else thinks of you is a key, because that tempers you. You can learn to overlook a lot of the ignorance when you learn to just brush off a lot of nonsense. When you learn to just overlook a lot of ignorance, you grow even more, because then those things that once bothered you before may not bother you again. One of the best things that me finding Christ has ever done for me is allow me to think. Where I used to just run on emotion, and I would say and do stuff and not think about it twice. And so I've learned that I put it there. I may say something or type something, or even an angry text, and then I'll stop and I'll look at it and I'll think, what's the purpose of this, and what is this going to solve by me being agitated or frustrated? And I'll think. And learning to think before you act is a blessing, because I was a reactor. I wasn't a think and then make a rational decision person. I was a emotional. That's me. No, you ain't gonna do that to me. Now you think you messing with? Back up, back up, back up. But now I'm like, okay, what is doing this going to solve? What is doing that going to solve? Okay, let me think about this. I'm emotional right now. I'm upset. Let me see. Okay, let it go. Ding, ding, ding. Right answer. I learned some things in life we just have to overlook. And those things that we need to address, there's a certain way to address it. Yeah. And so that's it. That's all I want to say. Continue, for every Christian out there, be encouraged. For everybody who's, in back and forth like I was, just in and out of church, be encouraged. For those people who don't believe, be encouraged. I will continue to pray for you as well. For every person who's down and out, know that there's a way out. Be encouraged. And I'm going to continue on keeping it real with God through keeping it real with myself. This is Cindy signing off. God bless you all.